Meryl Streep, welcome to the common sense community. So, Meryl Streep, someone who I've never really cared that much about. Honestly, Meryl Streep has always kind of been an annoying person to me, to be completely honest. She came out with some really interesting things to say. Things that are pretty taboo when it comes to Hollywood. She's come out and said some really fascinating things, and we're going to be getting into that in just a little bit here. But I have to say, Meryl Streep, I congratulate you on what you're saying here. This is absolutely fantastic. And I'm here to also just praise people from Hollywood when they actually use common sense and say sensible things. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. So during the talk, which was hosted by Vanity Fair, Streep addressed the topic of toxic masculinity while discussing an anecdote about a male fan who had told Nicole Kidman they enjoyed the show. The 3-time Oscar winner explained that she dislikes the term because, in her opinion, all individuals can exhibit toxic behavior regardless of gender. Sometimes I think we're hurt. We hurt our boys by calling something toxic masculinity. I do, Streep said, and I don't find that putting those two words together because women can be pretty effing toxic. As toxic people, the suffragette star said, we have our good angles and we have our bad ones. Streep added that she thinks labels can be less helpful than direct communication when calling out detrimental behavior. We're all on the boat together. We've got to make this work. I absolutely love this, and this is exactly what we are all about here at the Fandom Menace. So, like I said, welcome to common sense, Meryl Streep. I know, I actually tweeted this out earlier, and I was like, Meryl Streep has bigger balls than anyone in Hollywood for saying this. This is coming from a woman. And I wonder if there's going to be any sort of backlash to this at all. I don't know if this article gets into any sort of backlash about it, really. I mean, it doesn't really look like that they really speak anything bad about this, but I just think that's fantastic. It's so awesome seeing more and more people in Hollywood actually waking up to the situation and speaking out against it. We've had people like Sylvester Stallone speak out against it. We've had people like Ubisoft speaking out against it. We've had recently even businesses like Dunkin' Donuts speaking out about this whole political nonsense that's going on everywhere in America involving restaurants and entertainers and things like that. I'm really sorry about that. My camera just decided to die, so now I have to try to remember where I was. Basically, Meryl Streep is basically saying there's no such thing as toxic masculinity or whatever. It's toxic people. There are people out there who are toxic, but it's not just a man thing, So I appreciate what Meryl Streep is saying here, basically. And I think that's awesome. I think that's really awesome, and I'm excited to continue to see how more and more people in Hollywood hopefully will wake up to the nonsense that is going on around them. So, Meryl Streep, I really appreciate what she's saying here and stuff. The whole phrase toxic masculinity is nothing that really it doesn't hurt me or anything, but it's just something that's really annoying to me, and I don't think that it's really an accurate thing because I hate labels. I absolutely hate it when people give people labels and stuff, She says here, she thinks labels can be less helpful than direct communication when calling out detrimental behavior. And this goes for everything. Anytime you have any sort of debate with somebody, you don't just go straight to labeling them. You try to have an actual conversation with them. So, well done, Meryl Streep. Once again, thank you so much for what you said here, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for being brave enough to say that in the current Hollywood climate. So let me know in the comments below. What do you think about what Meryl Streep said here in this interview? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this whole thing. And with that being said, I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.